Dragons and Flash farms one wave after the other with the Grimoire PK combo or something, and we haven't really seen that, and that's where he really shines.
Yeah.
So, but the game has to be quite long for that to happen, and most of the games are so quick. So Andrew TPing bot,
Oh yeah.
setting it up.
Let's see
Bubbles.
if he scouts the bubbles here, putting that ward. That's gonna be great. Yeah. Well, oh
Yep.
yeah, he saw it. Well, that's gonna be Revord probably picked up here from Andromeda perhaps, or someone else in his team.
Yeah, big cashoink for Andrew now.
Yeah.
Or someone else who wants the gold. I mean, they might want to funnel it in another direction. But they are tri-laning from Legion side now, so they're sending Flint bot lane, expecting
Oh yeah, they are actually.
troublesome mana, probably.
So wait, they're going Puppet Master Bubble? No, look, actually here we have rotation coming from Prisoner and Monarch to the bottom lane, supporting the Puppet Master.
Yeah, so
So
they were planning to tri-lane, but they were expecting to put it top, but now with the information they've had, they are sending it bot instead.
Yeah. Now, they already countered the ward, so that's gonna give them slight advantage there on the lane.
Yeah, but they don't have to fear like a rotation from a jungler or some hero that's not already on the lane. So I mean, it would be nice to have that vision, but it's not so detrimental that they are gonna be dying from not having.
Yeah.
Monarch is bringing a rev, so he will probably catch both of those wards down there in a moment, knowing that the other guys would have had to ward there before them to even see that ward, since they insta-countered it.
At the same time, both Bubbles and Meraxus placed a counter ward on the small cliff there on the top rune, where the rev ward is placed at the moment. But no actual wards was there, so not much lost or gained in that case.
Oh, they rotated NG mid lane now, so it's gonna be 2 and 3 bot.
Interesting, yeah. This is wow. This is very dangerous for Flint and Andromeda here. One small mistake, or they're going too close to the creeps, might be in the end of them.
Yeah, Puppet is so absolutely ready to put the Puppet show up.
Oh yeah.
Engineer walking bot lane now, 3 and 3. Kraken 1-on-1 with the Deadwood on the mid lane.
Yeah, that's gonna be more fun to watch actually in the mid lane. 1 versus 1 Kraken, Deadwood.
So much damage from Deadwood. Kraken just melting away.
Even though Deadwood got a small nerf, it's not really big. It's not a big change. So the hero is very strong still.
Yeah, for sure. We'll see if Flint gets to live through Deadwood PK and everything coming up. So
yeah, I would actually just like to see Andromeda and Engie just as fast as they can just stun anyone really, because they have a lot of damage.
I mean, they do, but if they try and walk up and they get hooked behind the creep wave and have that whole thing to deal with, it will be very dangerous for them.
They just need to plan it out well and not be close to the creeps.
They have the level advantage right now. They're level 2 on Legion side, so against 3 level 1s.
Now, I don't know how many times we have seen Meraxus against the Bubbles on a lane this tournament, but it's been a while. Many times, I can say.
Yeah. Last time Meraxus came out on top, winning over Bubbles, kind of. They both got things out of lane. No one died, but definitely more fun with the Meraxus than the Bubbles. And I think this time it's not really the same story.
Yeah,
Bubbles is doing much better.
Yeah. Now Meraxus having a huge creep wave coming at his tower though, so he's gonna get something here, I suppose. Yeah. Mid lane though, Kraken is rotating, Prisoner is rotating, using the shackles there. Deadwood throwing the tree with the grasp, gets connected, but will it be enough damage for the kill? Kraken with the big double charge in the mid lane there. He's turning the tide here. Does he have his Q? No, he does not. Unfortunately, there we go. The Q takes away the health, but at the same time, bottom lane, Flint, Andromeda, and Engineer takes down both Monarch and the Puppet Master, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of fighting happening. Oh, mid again, yeah.
Oh yeah, really close there. Oh man, that was so close. Kraken actually getting, if not 1 kill, almost 2.
Yeah. Yeah, but really big that
Unlucky.
he got that much out of it, being ganked himself and surviving and doing that much damage to the opponents was good for him. Yeah, but I think this top lane will be very important for them because they're playing
Oh
quite
yeah.
even mid and bot lane in many ways will be even still. So Bubbles doing much better than last time we saw this matchup is really good and he's backing his abilities much better. I would say more like I would do it and leveling up his W more and skipping the to cover,
Oh
making sure he
yeah.
can do the damage here.
Oh, now he might be in some trouble though, unless he's going out really fast. Oh no,
Oh.
Bubbles, please, some deep trouble here. Bubbles will definitely fall here. At the same time, bottom lane, there's a huge fight going on here. Engineer, Prisoner already fall, and there goes the Engineer as well. Flint mining up all he can against the Puppet Monster here. He needs 2 more auto. Oh, 1 is enough actually, and now he will man up on the Monarch as well. Here comes the Kraken with the haste to finish up the job. The Cocoon is being used, but unfortunately it's not enough to save him.
Yeah, very nice. The double soul screen ring doing work. Lots of attack speed and damage for Flint, and
Oh yeah.
he just pounds away. So
really well played there, Kraken rotating. And now at the same time, middle lane here, the Keg unfortunately misses, but the Grasp does too. Will Kraken be going in for the dive here on the Deadwood? And there's the Q, one more auto attack does the job. No, the bottle will be being used there, and the tree is getting thrown on the Engineer. Engineer misses the Keg, unfortunately. Here comes the Grasp, but misses the Grasp as well. Unfortunately, not getting a return kill there. And here comes Prisoner though, saying hello. Now Kraken is on the runner. Kraken just getting his level 6. Yeah, look at that. Deadwood is running though. Prisoner missing the hook. Unfortunately, Kraken doing everything he can to man up. Release off the Kraken being used, and that's a dead Prisoner. At the same time though, Deadwood barely. Oh man, so well played by Deadwood there, but the turret of the Engineer actually managed to get the kill on the Deadwood in the end.
he was so close to surviving. 4 HP, punching Engie down, and then just 1 tick from the turret at the very edge. Just damn.
Oh man, that is sad. Wow. Top lane though, Moraxes have really turned the tide there after getting the kill on the Bubbles 1 time, and his GPM is just much higher than Bubbles now.
Yeah. Bubbles is having a hard time staying close now after.
Yeah. Oh wait, Bubbles actually porting back there. That might cause him some trouble. No,
he has the ult here. I think he's gonna go for the kill, or at least trigger the ult.
Maybe.
Oh,
no,
he's holding off.
But Zedwood, however, is rotating over here to try to get a kill on the Moraxes. Let's see. No, he does not even care, not even bothering to throw a grasp.
I think it was a mistake from Bubbles not going there, seeing that Deadwood is on the way and Puppet being up. He should have set up the ult and try and keep the fight going, so Deadwood could.
Mid lane, a big hook on the Prisoner, on the Kraken. Remove it faster. There comes the Monarch stun and the grasp connected on the Kraken. Kraken will fall in the end. They're trying to charge away in a desperate situation, but it's not going to be enough here. Now Puppet Master on the top lane here. Moraxes might do the dive. No. He's throwing axes though. He might go for the dive here now. That's the TP coming in there to save the Puppet Master. Oh man. A lot of action as well here in this game.
Puppet is in a core position. He is having a tough time being level 4 right now. I mean, if they want to play him as a carry, there is a steep hill to climb.
Yeah, they might be in some trouble there. I mean, meanwhile, Flint is actually having great farm here. Bottom lane here, Bubbles. Flint using his ultimate here. He's not using any to cover yet. The Keg being Keg, but misses. But Flint ult attacks just doing too much damage there. Prisoner comes in here. At the same time, though, top lane charge on the Kraken there. Double charge in the trees, and that's a stun of the Moraxes coming in, and that's going to be a dead Monarch, I believe. Yes, it is. Down goes Monarch and Puppet Monster on the top lane. This is looking very good for IPX so far.
Yeah, they're farming so well and getting the kills they want. Flint is at 500 gold per minute, and Moraxes on the way up to 400 as well, so their cores are secured for sure.
What would you like?
Have a hard time. Like Puppet will never get back. I think from this, there will be so many dangers with the PKs coming up.
Oh yeah, I mean, Puppet he has to be extremely careful at just going to a lane to farm. Actually, he cannot overstep. Bottom lane here, yeah. Deadwood is being attacked here, and Andrew stuns the Deadwood there, and that's gonna be a dead Deadwood. Getting kegged, stunned, and flared by Flint Beastwood, so there's no escaping that for Deadwood.
Top lane now.
Oh, top lane here. Yeah, Morax is going in here. 1 versus 2, but I think he can take this man fight. Look at Morax. He's being slowed down though by the Puppet Q and being dragged back. So at the time being, Puppet Master is fine.
Yeah, Monarch there to save him.
Yeah. Monarch being at the right place at the right time there, saving his carry. Much needed save though. Let's see top lane here.
Morax kill him here.
Oh yeah, Moraxus is on huge shot of grasp and the cocoon and the big punch coming from there to finish off the job. Yeah. Oh yeah.
And Prisoner dying mid lane in the meantime to Kraken and Engineer together.
Yeah. Kraken with Illusion Rune, man, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, the splash on the illusions, of course, triggering as well.
Yeah. Now we see Kraken here even daring to farm behind tier 1. But here comes the Deadwood though, and Bubbles. The grasp unfortunately misses, so that's not going to be a kill in my eyes. Not enough damage when the grasp have been missed.
Yeah, good dodge from Kraken. Good heads up.
Yeah. Now
they're going in.
Oh, Kraken releasing the Kraken here on the Deadwood, gets connect, and there comes the keg. Actually throwing him out though. Now Bubbles is in trouble, actually dodges stun, but he have no way of escaping this here. Already used his Q, and there comes the Kraken charge in the cliff, and that's going to be a dead Bubbles.
It's so greedy from Bubbles at level 7, not leveling up to cover, instead getting level 4 Shell Surf. He needs to have that take cover.
Oh, at the same time though, here comes the Flint ultimate, but unfortunately not enough to take down the Prisoner, so Miraxus finish off the job instead.
Yeah. They will be taking towers now. Flint will just be going from tower to tower, hitting them down, spamming his flare, and they will be looking to do objectives now.
Flint almost close to 600 GPM, so he is a dangerous person here.
Yeah, and all the early items here, he had the 2 Soul Scream rings, one of them upgraded into Mad Threads, and he got the Energizer now. So a lot of early stats, early items.
Absolutely. I mean,
straight to the next tower, instantly flare, and just keep
doing all the damage he can, pushing.
Yeah, Elbin is setting up top. They're sitting 3 guys in the bushes waiting for someone to TP in, but no one's coming.
Yeah. Now, oh man, I don't know what Dark Lycan can do here to actually turn the tide.
Hard to say. Hard to say.
Now, Grass being connected on the Moraxus middle here, but Moraxus, as we all know, is a very tanky hero. So yeah, they're not even committing to killing him. Moraxus trying to TP out here to the top lane, making sure he gets those creep kills. But look at the push on the bottom lane here with the Flint and the Engineer here. They are going to commit on this tower. That's 100%. Here comes the hook from the Prisoner though. A big keg actually coming from Engineer, almost saving him. Ah, he might be able to survive this. Oh, the Andro swap as well, just to make sure he does get out from there. Oh man.
Very defensive play from Hellbourne's side. Again, I think Bubbles there in that situation after the hook should put up the ult so Engie doesn't walk so far away, and they can probably get that kill or at least be much closer to it. I think they need to take what they can and just play for it instead of being so defensive in fights where it's their favor.
I mean, when Kraken gets the PK, which he already did buy actually, this is going to be a hard game for them.
Yeah, Kraken is gonna be so tanky with all the armor that he has now.
Yeah.
Play the Greaves and protect the Talisman. PK ready, and he's just sitting in the smoke. Here we go.
Look on the top lane here. The smoked being connected here. Actually, he's smoked. They're both smoked. Everyone's smoked, yeah. But he's probably going for the charge on the Bubbles here. Here we go.
Here we go.
No, he misses. He unfortunately misses the charge, but Bubbles might be fine here. Yeah, Bubbles looking to survive. A big hook from the Prisoner on the Moraxus. Moraxus stunning the dead one, and a follow-up stun there. Bubbles ultimate connects the 3 people. Puppet Master ulti being used on the Moraxus, so he will fall in the end. Now Flint using his ulti, and a big charge from Kraken in the tower there. Might have been overcommitting now, but the Andromeda is there to save the day, taking the sacrifice for the Kraken, which is very much worth it. Now here comes the Engineer as well. Prisoner looking to find something to hook. Now here we go. Monarch is stunning on the Engineer. That's the connecting with the hook. Now, Kraken here might be some trouble. No, he's just too tanky right now. Here comes the Flint as well to finish off the damage of the job. In the background though, Flint is using ultimate on the Puppet Monster. Puppet Monster will fall, and he's just diving the tower and taking the prisoner with him as well. Now he's trying to escape here. A big keg on the Deadwood there to stop him from grasping the Flint here. But Flint is running for his life. Bubbles Q is being used, but he does not dare to commit. And the grasp getting connected on the engineer, not enough damage to take him out. Meraxus is chasing the Deadwood though. Oh no, this does not look good for Deadwood. The stun being connected here, and the cocoon being used on the Deadwood. Meanwhile, the Monarch just falls, and there goes the Deadwood as well. Too many heroes, too much items, and too much damage for them to even compete with IPX at the current moment.
Yeah, they're so far behind. I mean, the total amount of gold on the Hellbourne side is 17,000, and I mean, Legion has another 12,000 on top of them. They almost have double their amount. So
yeah,
it's almost impossible to play in a 5-on-5 scenario now. I mean, if you look at Prisoner, all he has is Striders, Monarch, Striders, and Gravelocket, Bubble, Striders, and Bottle, Deadwood, Striders, and Bottle. They have nothing.
Not here. Once more, Kraken and Andromeda getting another kill on the Prisoner here. Monarch using the stun on Andro just to get off safely. Yeah, I think we might be seeing a swift concede vote here at 15 minutes mark. But we will see here. Bubbles using his Q. Unfortunately misses on the Andromeda. Uses a double stun on the Bubbles here. And the grasp will be connected on the Kraken. Deadwood punch being committed, but he has plated grave, so it doesn't really do that much damage yet. Bubbles trying to finish up the tree, will being popped. One more auto attack. Big charge on the Kraken. They're getting a kill on the Deadwood in the same time. Now look at Flint coming in here doing so much damage. Man, this does not look good for Dark Lycan.
Yeah. Yeah, Prisoner setting up for the hook here, but I'm not sure who's gonna be able to help him if he hooks.
Yeah. Oh man. Puppet Master trying to farm safely in the enemy's jungle here. So, I mean, a good decision on his part, I would say. Just trying to farm somewhere safe.
But he is the only one who has managed to get above Striders on their side of the map, so they have very little on their side right now.
Yeah. I mean, Flint being at 620 GPM, and then we have the Puppet Master only at 380 GPM.
Yeah. Prisoner sitting at a solid 84, which is roughly the same that you get just by being in the game and not dying.
Yeah.
If you sit AFK in the world, I think you're stuck at 75.
Prisoner just broke the smoke of Kraken here, so that's a well-broken smoke. Now, look at Lycan here. They are grouping up here, but the Kraken unfortunately misses the charge there. There comes Bubbles in, silencing the Kraken as well. But look at Flint just doing so much damage in the backline there with his long range. Andrew trying to swap out, but unfortunately, it will not save him. Now, we have Monarch trying to man up here. Kraken comes in, doing the punch. Now it's only Bubbles. And that's the survivors. Deadwood in the background. They're trying to chase down the engineer. But the Kraken will be released. And taking down everyone, actually. Bubbles falls as well. And there is the concede vote. 1-0 going on the way to IPX here. Very decisive win, I would say.